Hi guys. I apologize, that is rather disturbing. And I'll explain that in a few minutes. I've been kind of missing from the YouTube scene here for the past few weeks, a month maybe. But my wife is experiencing some health issues, some excruciating back pain, some sciatica, some disc issues, some stenosis, some exposed nerve root. So, and she had multiple falls in a 2-week period. The pain was so great, we went to the emergency room a total of 4 times. The 4th time we chose a different location, a different hospital, and they admitted her to treat a UTI, and that's a urinary tract infection, and they were going to, they can control that much better in the hospital setting with intravenous antibiotics. So it was suggested to us that we discharge to a nursing home. And we were given a list of nursing homes in proximity to our home, and information, statistics on their performance. And so by noon on a Friday, it was established we were going to nursing home A. And the doctors in the emergency room had come up with a pain treatment regime that was, although it had its side effects, it was very effective. My wife was lucid. She was no longer suffering from any kind of delusions or hallucinations. She was of sound mind, and she could definitely recognize the side effects and as well as the level of pain relief these new medicines were giving her. So we arrived at a nursing home on a Friday night about 8 p.m. and it was almost like they weren't even expecting us. I got to the nursing home. I finally saw somebody in the hallway, banged on the glass, and got them to open the door and let us in. I said, my wife has this issue. I need a wheelchair and a bathroom. And we walked halfway into the facility to get a wheelchair from a patient's room and bring back to my car to bring my wife in. We weren't allowed to use the bathrooms in the hallway. We had to go to her room. They opened the door, the room, the bed is not made. The radiant heat fixtures are in disrepair, covers half off, a dirty room. She never again received that pain relief with the unfortunate side effects that we were getting at the emergency room in the hospital. Wasn't the emergency room by then, she was admitted to her room. But, and I inquired, did they receive the, all the prescriptions that, the hospital forwarded to them. And it didn't instill much confidence. And at some point in the night, we're going to call him John Payne, starts his recording. Help me, show me what to do. I'm dying. Someone please help me. And it was just heart-wrenching. I mean, just the implication of, please tell me what to do, show me how to do it, almost implies that he was punished for not doing something properly. I would go over to his room and talk to him, and he was lucid. He was an engineer in his other life. He fought in the Vietnam War, the United States Marine Corps. Very nice gentleman. It's just, he suffering some level of dementia. And that loop would play sometime for hours. Help me. And not really an environment for healing for people who are coming to that facility for rehab. My wife is a very emotional person, and staff members are telling her horror stories of patient neglect and mistreatment. They were over an hour late giving her pain meds once. And the nurse said I had to take an extra long lunch break because I'm pumping breast milk. So my wife suffers so this woman can pump her breast milk, supposedly. And telling stories of patient neglect and abuse is very upsetting to my wife. She was there for 3 nights and 4 days and did not sleep. And we finally said, you know what, we can do therapy somewhere else. We don't need this. So we discharged to our home, and been home now for 4 days, 4 nights, and we're doing just fine. So, in the past couple videos, I've been wanting to kind of share some of this with you, and now that I am sharing it with you, it may be a little bit too much. We are planning on calling the state and the ombudsman to report some of the deficiencies that we observed. Now, when Monday morning comes around, it's a completely different facility. All very professional, lots of people doing their jobs and doing it right. That's all I got. I apologize if the beginning of this with John Payne vocalizing is a bit disturbing, but something's got to be done, you know, in these nursing homes. We made a friend before we left, an elderly woman in her 80s who was just going to the doctor to have her hip looked out. And they discovered she was pretty ate up with cancer. And my wife has been communicating with her since our discharge. And they just didn't bring her pain medicine on one instance, one evening. They just neglected to give her any of her medicine. So if it's every 6 hours, you know, it's 12 hours before she, her medicine again. And they realized they didn't, apologized, but, you know, what the hell. My daughter works in a nursing home in another state. And she told me tonight that yesterday the state inspectors came in and they escorted the director and second in charge director, the vice director, or whatever, off the premises and suspended 9 employees without pay. They interviewed, you know, just about all the employees. Just about none of them could answer a simple question of what do you do if you see abuse happening. And the answer that everybody mostly gave was report it. Well, that's the wrong answer. The number one answer is to remove the person from the harm and then report it. So I don't know if that's why those people were suspended or not, but if you can visit somebody in a nursing home, if you have family in a nursing home, don't forget about them. Inquire on their care and their treatment. Try to visit often. It's a horrible place to be. In most cases, in some cases, I guess. There's probably some very fine facilities out there, but I haven't encountered them as of yet. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be back to doing some machining here in the near future. Appreciate y'all coming around. And say a prayer for all those people who don't have anybody in a nursing home who truly are helpless. Okay, guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be.